Welcome back, everybody. This is Marco Androsky back in our video. Time for yet another book review. We're going to review the Encyclopedia of Dead Rock Stars, the second edition, Heroin, Handguns, and Ham Sandwiches, written by Jeremy Simons. And let's have a look. And this is also from Chicago Review Press. I think I have two different variants. And then we have a quotation says from Hendrix. We have, once you're dead, you're made for life. You will have to die before you think you're worth anything. Okay. Here's the introduction. Here is Hank Williams. I'm just gonna show you the pictures and stuff. Hank Williams. Johnny Ace, 1965. Okay, let's see. Alan Freed. Here's the Least We Forget section of the people who had died in 1965. Then we have 1966. We have his buddy Fuller, Alma Colgan, Johnny Kidd. 1967. We have his Joe Meek, Brian Epstein. And we have Otis Redding, who also died in 1967. Then we have his 1968. We have his Frankie Lemon. 1969, let's see. Benny Benjamin. Brian Jones from the Rolling Stones. And then we have 1970. We have is, let's see. Well, Hendrix, Tammy Terrell died. Hendrix, that was a sad day. Janis Joplin. Oh, cool, what's this? A bookmark that's stuck. Okay. We have the death toll. And we have 1971, Jim Morrison. That was a big death report. And we have Gene Vincent. Never seen that before. What's his? Allman Brothers. 1972, David Several from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Mahal Jackson. And we have Barry Storm. Nothing good. 1973. Yeah, it was the Birds. Clarence Bright. Okay. Then we have Grams Parson. Don't know who that was. Okay. And then we have 1974. We have is Graham Bond, Mama Cass Elliott, Nick Drake. Then we have 1975. Tim Buckley. Al Jackson Jr., member of the Booker T and the MGs. 1976, we have is Paul Kosloff. That section. 1977, Elvis Presley. That's a big loss. We have all these. Can't take it with you. Good, interesting. Mark Bolan. 1977, and then we have is 1978. We have is Claude Francis and Sandy Denny. Then we have Keith Moon and Keith Moon. Then we have Jack O'Sbray. 1979, Donna Hathaway. Sid Vicious. Let's see. Juice Seal. 1980. Let's see. Bon Scott. Ian Curtis. Oops. Malcolm Owen. John Bonham. We have John Lennon. 1981, David Lynch, Bill Haley, and okay. Then we have is Bob Marley, another great loss. Edward Chapman, 1982, Alex Harvey, and then we have Randy Rhoads. Okay. And then we have, at least we forget for that year, 1983, we have, next is Karen Carpenter. And that is Klaus Noami. And then we have Dennis Wilson. Next, 1984, Jackie Wilson. Then comes Marvin Gaye. That's a big loss, too. And then we have 1985. We have his Barbara Carlso. Gary Holton and Ian Stewart. 1986 is next. Is pretty much nothing, but Cliff Burton as Crada. 1987 we have is Scott Lee Walk and Jaco Palubis. 1988 comes Divine, Andy Gibb. Next we have is Robert Calvert from Hawkwind, Warrior Bison. Then comes, okay, then we have a Celeste. 1989 comes, we have is Larry Barnes, Billy Lyle. 1990 we have is, you know, Appleby, D. Sharon, Connie Gunner, and then we have Stephen Ray Vaughan. 1991 comes, we have is Steve Clark, George Garnsberg. We okay, it's pages and text. I need to be as easy as possible. Okay. Next we have is Steve Marriott, and we have Dave Ruffin from The Temptations. Freddie Mercury, Eric Carr. 1992 we have is Barbara Lee Jones and Mary Wells. Next comes Next comes 1993. We have is Mick Wallison, Gigi Allen, Anonymous, Frank Zappa from 1993. Next comes 1994. We have Harry Nelson, Kurt Cobain, and we have Lee Bergson. That's it for that. 1995 we have is Weekly Edwards, Vivian Stutchall, Alan Barton, Selena Quintanilla, Easy E, Jerry Garcia, Shannon Hoon, Darren Robinson. 1996 comes, we have is Dennis Fewer and Abden Averin. We have is Jeffrey Lee Prince, John Boutzen, Charles Challenger, and we have is Robert Collins, Tupac Shakur. Next we have is Baron Young. 1997 we have is Randy California, Brian Connolly, the Notorious B.I.G., Jeff Buckley, Lawrence Payton, John Denver, 50 Kulik, John Denver, Michael Horns, Sonny Bono from 1998, Carl Wilson, Falco, Johnny Dredd, Rob Palblaze, Cozy Powell, Wendy O. Williams, Linda McCartney. That's it for those years. 1999 comes, we have is Gwen Giovanni, Freaky Tar, Dusty Springfield, and Screaming Lord Sutch, Lena Zavarani, Lord Ludo, Curtis Mayfield, and then we have the new millennial coming. We have is 2000, Big Pun, Screaming Jay Hawkins, Ian Doran, Matt Black, Johnny Taylor, Jerome Smith, Paul Young. Next we have is Winston Sherman, Bill Sherman. 2001 comes, we have is Brian Gregory, Glenn Hughes, John Phillips, Johnny Ramone, Marlon Brando, John He Hooker. Next comes Elia, and we have George Harrison, and then we have 2000, oh wait, there's one more. Yeah. Next up we have is 2002, we have is Zach Foley, John C., David McWilliams, Mark Momerland, Brad Gadget, Lisa Lopes, Blaine Stanley, John Innswhistle, Dave Williams, DJ Jam Master J, okay. Next we have is Mickey Finn, Maurice Gabe. We have is Aaron Starr, Adam Faith, Gary Shepard, Nina Simone, Mickey Most, Noel Winning, Barry Wright, Eric Bond, Sam Phillips, Johnny Cash, Warren Zevane, Elliott Smith, Bobby Hatfield, and then we have 2004 comes, and next we have is Wade Giles. We have is okay, who is this? Johnny Ramone, Weather Girls, John Peel, or Dirty Bastard, Kevin Cone, Dimebag Dale Albert. 2005 comes, we have Wade Peterson, Jim Capote, Carl Mugler, and Paul Hester, Luther Vandross, Leon Atkin, Dennis O'Neill, Lon John Berry, Dennis D'Amore, Al Burnside, Nick Hawkins, Link Way, China Nishia, Devin Downson. At least we forget for that. 2006 comes, the next we have is Weston Pickett, JD, and Pete Rose, Desmond Decker, Billy Preston, the second, Sid Barrett, and then comes Arthur Lee, and we have is James Brown. At least we forget section. Okay, we're almost at the end of the book. Next we have is 2007. We have next is Freddie Scott, George McCookie, Billy Pickney, Kelly Johnson, Pepsi Tate, that's a funny name. Yes. Ike Tuna, 2008 comes, Ward Allen, Jim Jones, Larry Norman, Chris Downsett, Scott Happen, Larry Newman, Hurricane Smith, James Paul, Ola Bookford, Ryan Davidson, Mickey Waller, Al Wilson, Hugh Jarrett, Bo Diddley, Chris Johnson, Roy Shirley, Graham McCollin, Isaac Hayes. Okay. Then we have Rick Wright, Nick Reynolds, Johnny G, Gidget Gain, Ricky Brown, Lee Stewart, D.T. Womack, Mitch Michelle, Michael Lee, Eartha Kitt, and then 2009 comes along. We have is Lux Interior, Kid Henry, Johnny D, Aaron Evans, Warren Stallions, Brittany Kane, Dolia, Hugh Hopper, Michael Jackson, and then we have Drake Levin, Midnight, Danny McBride. Okay, next we have is Travis Parker. What's closer? Bobby Graham, Dick Peterson, Derek B. Janko, Bruce Allen, Eric Robertson, Al Alberts, Tim Hart, Brittany Murphy, James Owen Sullivan. Next we have from 2010. We have is Teddy Pendergrass, Tom Wook, Mickey Jones, Marva Wright, John Marasillo, Pete Steele. We have Juan and James Dio, Paul Gray, Marvin Astley, Bill Porter, Bobby Hep, Ted Kowalski, Kenny Edwards, Steve Lee, William Shakespeare, Oh Yup, James Freed, Bill Murdoch, and Bobby Ferry. Okay, almost there. Mick Kahn, Alex Christ, Don Krishna, Gary Moore, Don Kimakari, Max Starr, Nate Dogg, Pat Stellini, John Walker, Andrew Gold, Sean Kingston, Clarence Clemens, Yuzo, Amy Winehouse, Dan Peake. We have Gene McDaniels, David Edwards, Mark Tripoli, Sylvia Robinson, Bestie Williams, John Ducan, and Mike Lone, Chuck Wuff, Mikey Welsh, Laura Kennedy, Heavy D, Jay Blackfoot, Dobie Gray, Billy Joe Spears, Jim Sherwood, Danny Eugenio, at least we forget section. Alright, that'll do, and then we have the index, and that's the book. Oh, this is cool. This is like all the other books you can get from the same author. Isn't that nice? Alright, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to the presentation book review of the Encyclopedia of Dead Rock Stars. This is the longest video I've done for this channel. And thank you very much for watching the video. We'll see you next time for more book reviews. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share for more. Thank you for tuning in. Log you later.